hello. Hello, hello. Yes, I'm trying to keep the higher vibes, even through the chaos. It's pretty intense. This is Dembo 2021 mix. This is good Dominican music. Okay. So today we'll be talking. Yes, I have to keep on laughing, just like Dominican, Tainos, health, heritage, culture. Indigenous communities and being there for other people is not just in 1 month. Okay. So it's Saturday. Well, this is live or happening live, but Spirit keeps telling me not to put it live yet. Hey, so and also this topic is a bit. I hope you can hear me because I have this thing loud. So let's grab some tea. Because what we're gonna talk about, this reading might not resonate with everybody, but it might. We're gonna help each other because Spirit wants to help us how to protect ourselves, heal from certain situations, and you guys have a message. Some of you, this is gonna resonate. This is for you. There's things to 7 messages actually of surrendering the moon and angels, which I'm still shuffling this one, but hopefully you can hear me with this music so loud. Oh no, I hope you can hear me. Okay, let's lower it a bit. But I'm trying to keep the high vibes, okay? That's okay. So that's number 1. Dancing, music that you like. Oh yeah, we're diving into this today. We're gonna talk about this. I'm sorry if this is kind of itching you a little bit. You're gonna get some trigger and stuff like that. Like, we're here to heal things and work on forgiveness because forgiveness is a practice and it takes time. And yes, so we're gonna talk about that, but also at the same time talk about things where things cannot be really forgiven, kind of thing. There's kind of forget. You know what I'm saying? There's a few things that people have done or situations that you just like, okay, forget for yourself, or you just survive. You try to deal with certain things, So yeah, we're gonna dive into that and how to. Yes. La mamá. Let's go, mommy. It's Saturday, you're inside. I'm just like freaking out a little bit. Let's talk about what happened. The tornado randomly in Kentucky, right? Yeah. And now here, the whole neighborhood, the lights went off, and only this building has the lights on. And that's why I'm like, okay, it's a privilege, to be able to work from home and try to help out as much as you can, or do certain things on your own time. We're all going as we go, and we're trying to be good humans and stuff like that. So keeping high vibes, guys, that too is like really hard, especially when you're dealing with mental illness as well. Nobody wants to talk about that. But we should more, I think. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? But I think we should talk more about mental health. Especially like now, there's like winter blues seasons, right? So yes. But yes, that's number 1. Music. That's when Dominicans are always like happy. They don't even know what mental health is. Like, that's why they look at people like crazy when you're used to like, you're dealing with mental health issues, depression, and they're like, oh my god, what? Like, yeah, your family shame you for dealing with certain aspects in your mind that sometimes you need someone to help you get through, especially if you've dealt with really traumatic experiences as a child. Que culazo! See, go serious to like funny, but that's always been my like life, like try to make like something serious into fun. And I'm like, but it's not funny. But you have like, you're trying to not to keep it so serious and then trying to make it funny. And this is where I'm like, oh, that's why you want to be a comedian, because you always like when something really fucked up will happen, I would try to make a joke or laugh about it, because my mind has been so traumatized. Like, so yeah, so healing traumas and really intense things takes time and patience and healing, but also taking accountability and responsibility. And when you don't do those things, it kind of like, and that too, you lose, you learn, you make mistakes, and but somewhere in there's redemption, there's forgiveness, but then you have to balance the scale, like to what extent, right? Because some people are really like just horrendous. They don't want to change, and they have malicious intent and jealousy and envious, and it's something that comes from their family. Like they bring that from their ancestors, and like it's in their lineage, and it's in their line, and it's like, and it's up to them too. Like they don't understand that it's up to them to break the cycle. Like that's what I'm saying. Like my spirit guys are explaining to me, like this is it. Like you're breaking cycles, things that have been normalized for so long, right? And it turns out to be like really not good, That too, finding balance and consistency and things like that is different for other people. But on top of that, it doesn't help when you have people who you think you could trust or love or stuff like that, and they turn out to be jealous and envious, malicious kind of thing, and start doing dark magic, spiritual stuff. Like it's starting experimenting with dark forces, right? You know, tie bonds with the one down there, right? And yeah, and sometimes it works for them because they have to sacrifice something, right? Whether in the light work, we don't really have to do that. We actually don't do that. And that's something that I wanted to talk about before I start, because I feel like a lot of people are having this assumption, not that I care about, but I feel like before I start this session, because we're going to talk about something from my ancestral line also, that have dealt with that. And that's another thing where I'm understanding this now, where I feel like my Abreu family and Alivio family are, they did something to somebody and they broke that person's heart, and that person cursed all of us women. And that's something that I'm thinking, like, no, there must be something like it's stopping me from like discovering, or like a fear of understanding what really is going on. Like, why is it like there's this thing about success and women and stuff like that, like why so many questions, right? And I think I'm going that too. It's like, okay, you were probably going through your second awakening kind of thing, because I'm also dealing with love situations and stuff like that, but not love in the sense where like it's just heartbreak from something, that expectations and assumptions and things where it was really out of balance, and it was trying to like kind of bring me down as well, but also healing those aspects as well. But either way, I went out of topic as usually I do. I like the song. Está así. That too. Having happy music or music that you like helps you with heartbreak, helps you with things. So I'm gonna teach you natural ways how to deal with curses. Yes, you might have generational curse from your family line. Just saying, just straight up. That's why you feel like nothing is working for you, things are not happening for you and stuff like that, or it just, a few things are not aligning, right? So I'm gonna show you some ways through crystals, and we're gonna ask the ancestors and angels to help us out, and I will try to read that to you guys, okay? The reading might probably also have like love reading, so take it how it resonates. There's also other messages that I will give you, but it's just to end the reading kind of in a nice space before we dive into dealing with certain aspect, like why, and you also probably wondering like why would people do this, right? Yeah, sorry, this is how I keep the high vibes, talking about darkness and negative things, right? So hold your hearts. That's it. Drink some tea. It's we're going through a portal. It's the 12. I don't know. They call it 1212. So sometimes you could probably be traveling through time, through dimensions right now, they say. I don't know. I just decided to take this time. If we are quantum feeling kind of thing, I was like, okay, wait, there's stuff that people should know, and divine agrees that there's certain aspect that we should think about and talk about before we jump into quantum dimensions or whatever it is that we're supposed to go. But also we're dealing with climate change, right? We literally had 4 hurricanes in 4 states. It's a little like okay, and then it turns out like these are the states where they don't believe in climate change. We're going through divine judgment, right? I'm trying to explain this in a nicer, high times way, in a funny way, how we usually like. I always wanted to be a comedian, but now I understand really why. It's because through the dark times, you must stay high up. Don't give up. This is for my people who know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't give up. This will pass. You are okay, you're home, you have food in your home for now, you see that spirit. Stay here. Here. Humanity needs all of us. We cannot give up now or try to think that it's not possible. And it is divine judgment, so you're gonna see a lot of things. So that's why the mind must be strong, okay? We must heal certain aspects so we don't pass it to our next stages of our life on 2012, right? So that's why we're healers and people are trying to help out and help you guys out. But yeah, before I start also too, I started a raffle today and it's 12:32 right now. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, angels. Thank you, sisters. Thank you, God, universe. Yes, we're starting a raffle. It's called Magic, Sweet Money Magic. It's $1.99, and what we're gonna do is give per weekly or monthly somebody from the subscribers, from the podcast listeners, from IG community, just the community in general. We're gonna choose, randomly pick. We're gonna let God and the universe choose, and whoever gets to pick that gets to win the full pot of that weekly raffle, right? Yeah, so you will pay attention to the community on AngieBlog and on the Instagram or Facebook or whatever. I will announce who won the pods weekly or monthly and how much it was raised. But also the point is also that I don't know, I just feel like finding ways to give back. I also want to create some baskets and stuff like that to give to organizations and stuff like that. This is a given time, give and receive, but mostly think about other people that you can help out. In my descriptions below, I always have places and organization to help out and give out, so that too. Yeah, give back, guys. It should be every month, but December usually my culture, even though we have like, okay, yeah, you work and stuff like that. Like we work the entire year, but then December is really for whatever you earn, you're supposed to give back to, because, but that should be like every month, right? Like you should have that mentality every month to help out the scales because, equity matters, yo. I'm just saying. What else? See, I'm always going out of topic because I have so much to say. Especially like, I'm used to like going at it. So when I have like a pause or like extend amount of time, like Spirit was like, no, nothing was working, guys. Nothing was working until like today. And let's see if it stays. But yes, before I go ahead, I need to say this. I just to, put it out there because it's kind of scary that people talk about you or say things or make up rumors and stuff like that without even knowing you and then assuming and like comparing you with other people. It's like, okay, I guess there's more, like, I don't know. I don't know. All I'm saying is, like, I'm doing it not for, it's just that I feel like I should, because other people's like, oh, this spirituality and things. Like, this stuff, it's like you find your own way of how to deal with it. Spirituality is not this, like, easy. It's like, it's work, okay? In a good way, too, because it helps you really understand who you are and find your talents and gifts and see how you can help others or build it in a way. Like, mine, creativity is very, it's very intense. Especially when you have so many ideas and so many things, and then you have messages and stuff, and you want to create, like, so that's why I have to also balance my mindset, my, and then get back to then the clients, and then, like, here, and then my kids. So that too is like, those who are talking and stuff like that, they don't really understand. Like, I think you should come and have one day in my life and see if you'll be able to survive it. Be able to take care of kids, and, like, it's just I don't know, just interesting. And that's it. I just wanted to say that people before, like, just ask, right, or speak up about certain situations, especially if you don't understand